Hello, beautiful, beloved beings. I'm coming you today to speak to you about a requested subject. Now, this subject is let go, move on, and free yourself. So I thought about it for some time, and I was not able to come up with anything on my own. So I decided to go to the cards and ask my spirit team, my angels, guides, protectors, ancestors, ascended masters, deities, to all come forward and help me to answer these questions about how do we let go, move on, and free ourselves. I decided to use these 3 decks. This is the Robin Wood Tarot. We're going to be asking that deck, how do we let go? I'm going to be using the Modern Witch, and we're going to be asking this deck, how do we move on? And finally, I'm going to be using the Tarot Muka. We're going to ask this deck, how do we free ourselves? So, I've tried several times to make this video. I'm hopeful that this is the right one. Let's get started. I have called in my spirit team, and now I'm going to ask, please, may we know from you, how do we let go of a thing? Now, it could be anything that we need to leave behind in our lives. It could be something trivial. It could be something life-changing. It could be something, a dangerous situation we need to get out of. Whatever it is, how do we do that? The procedure for going about getting that to that space to be able to let go is going to be the same, no matter what it is. The steps may be different, but as far as getting our mind to the place that it needs to be to let go is going to be the same. So how do we let go? Please tell us, how do we let go? Yeah. Indeed. Now, the energy surrounding this reading is the Emperor. That suggests some sort of rigid kind of rules to live under, whether they're self-imposed or they come from, the ruler of the land. It can be anywhere in between. So are we making ourselves miserable? Do we need to let that go? Are the powers that be making us miserable? How do we let that go, but still live under the constraints of society? So that's the general energy around the reading. Now, the first card I get, the 9 of Wands, suggests that it's been a hard fight. We have everything we need, but we are exhausted. We may know what to do, we just don't have the strength to do it. Sometimes the easiest thing to do is just to walk away. Maybe it's time to just walk away. So, crossing our extreme exhaustion while we're waiting for what we need to do is the idea that maybe all we need to do is walk away. Is that easy? No. No, it's not easy. It's never easy to just walk away. The longer we've been in a situation, the harder it is to get out of it. The more emotionally attached to the situation we are. Now, at the base of the reading is victory, and crowning it is a happy family. Those are the things that keep us anchored. Those are the things that we know are constant in our lives. It's a victory just to get up in the morning. If we have our family around us, let's make it happy. We don't have to give in to the temptation to make things disagreeable. Let's make them happy to the extent of our ability. Now, in the near past, we have this King of Cups. He's balanced, quiet, has quiet power. He knows how to navigate through emotions. That's when he's upright. He may not be upright, though, in this situation. And it could be just a situation and not a person. If it is a person, and he's this person, then please try to get yourself out of that situation. And in the near future, this is what we want. This king right here, this grounded, methodical, good-hearted king is who we need, this King of Pentacles. We do not want the opposite of him. Someone who's callous and selfish and unthinking. We don't want him. We want him, that upright king. Now, around us, we may have the thought that we need to hang on to what we have. We know what it is. We know how to deal with it. It's the unknown we may be afraid of. It may be time to let this go. Did you hear that? It's time to let it go. Stop hanging on to it like you're a miser pinching his billionth penny. You don't need to do that. You don't need it. Honestly, you don't need any of those pennies because the universe will take care of you. Let it go. It's been a burden. Don't carry that burden anymore. If it's not yours, put it down. If it's not your burden, let go of it. Put it down. Get out of your head. Stop overthinking it. Stop what if kind of thinking. Free yourself. We're going to talk about that a little bit later. But in order to begin letting go, first you have to get out of your head. You have to put that burden down. You have to stop clinging to the past. Because we want to come in from the cold. Remember, just out of frame of this picture is a door right over here. There's a door. So if you need help, go and knock on that door. Let someone help you. Let someone help you to let go if you need that. So, here, are we thinking about these things? That stop hanging on so tightly. Put it down if it doesn't belong to us. Get out of our head. Knock on that door. Okay. So that's our first reading. That's letting go. And how we begin to do that. Now, The next thing is moving on. What do we need to do to be able to move on? How do we move on? What are some of the problems we might encounter, but what are the rewards? What are the rewards of moving on? So we're beginning to let it go, and we're getting ourselves out of the situation. Tell us, please, Spirit, how do we move on? Okay. Now, at the bottom of the reading, the energy surrounding the reading, the Ten of Cups, that happy family. That's what we're going for. That's what we're moving toward. We want to, and I think you'll find that many of these cards may be repeated. There are situations where some of these cards are going to need to be repeated to tie the readings together. So the one tying these together is that Ten of Cups, the happy family. That's where we want to go. That's what we're moving on toward. The first card I got, the Tower. So it's been awful trying to deal with the situation, whatever it is, and trying to get ourselves out of it. It has felt like a tower moment. But let that tower, let those good bones, as the tower falls down and all that's left are the good bones on the sturdy rock, be our inspiration. This is the King of Wands. He's creative, inspiring. He's ready to go and do the work. There's fire in his belly. There's fire in his belly to get up and do the work, to get moving. We have, at the base of a reading, the Two of Swords. There's a choice to make. Don't let it be a blind choice. Don't just stumble onto the path. Know the path that you're taking, because the world will get you there. It's the endless possibilities, the breadth of possibilities. She is going to open the door and take you there. She's helping you move on. Make it a conscious choice. In the near past, the Three of Pentacles. So maybe you've taken my advice and reached out for some help. Let that help take you through. Take the advice to heart. If it seems good, take it and run with it. Do the thing. Make a plan and do the thing. Because in the near future, the Queen of Wands, who is perceptive and spiritual and ready for anything. She's ready to take on everything. She's ready to do whatever is necessary to move on. Let these plans take you there. Around you, you may now be getting the urge to move forward. This Knight of Swords, he's ready to go. He's ready to face whatever the challenge is. Make sure it's not a rash running into something. Make sure that you've followed this plan that you've made with your friends, your family, with whomever your professional healthcare worker, whoever you enlisted for help. Let them guide you. Don't just rush off in a fit of oh, now I need to do this, so I don't, but go blindly. No, know where you're going. Again, the lovers. If you need help, get help. Get help from another person. Get divine help. Get the help that you need. If you need both kinds of help, do that. Whatever help you need. We don't want to fall into this trap of the Five of Cups. We want to not be crying over spilled milk. Let's acknowledge the things we've lost and feel those feelings and let them go. And turn around and remember that we have 2 full cups. We still have things to do. We still have purpose. We still have worth. We are still a vital, thriving human being if we let ourselves be. One way we let ourselves be is to get enough rest. So the Four of Swords, it's a card of rest. It's a card of making sure that we're ready to do whatever we need to do. And so this card is the card that we need to get that rest and have good dreams, not dreams of things that are of things not. We don't want to have dreams about imaginary things that could or couldn't happen. So we want to get a restful night's sleep. You notice that she's in the bed. She's still going to be ready if she needs to jump up and move. But she's taking the time to take care of herself, to get the respite she needs. Now, that's the way we begin to move on. Let's find out, how do we free ourselves? Asking my team in spirit to help us find the way to free ourselves. We let go. We began to move on. Now, how do we get free? What makes us free? What does it mean to be free? How will we know when we are free? Are we free now and we just don't recognize it? Let's find the energy of the deck, of the reading. The energy of this reading is the Page of Pentacles. So we're going to slowly, methodically look at any new thing that comes our way. We're going to examine it, and if we need it, we'll take it, and if we don't, we'll discard it. And that begins the process of how to free ourselves. We're beginning to find that happy family, the Ten of Cups, once again. It's time for a celebration. It's time to look at our foundation and see if it's the right thing, to see if it will hold and we can build a new life on it, or build a new perspective, or a new way of thinking about things. The base is the Hermit. So maybe we need to take some time alone and think about all of the things that we need to work on. To think about, what way do I want to go? Which is the right way to look for a path that is appealing, that it's fulfilling, that it makes us happy. Let's think about things before we jump into them. That's the 8 of Pentacles crowning the reading. So do all of the work. Learn everything you can about what you're doing before you do it. So if it's something small and simple, learn everything you can. Do research. If it's something life-changing, find out where you need to go, who you need to talk to. Find out what you need to do to get yourself out of a dangerous situation. Do your due diligence before you jump, just like this page. Do your due diligence. Learn everything you can. So in the past, we had wanted to hang on. We were hanging on so tight that we couldn't see how much this thing that we needed to let go was making us unhappy or making us unfulfilled or putting us in danger. In the near future, what we are going to do is become this Temperance card. Be the alchemist. Take what's in that small receptacle, pour it in that large receptacle, and make something new. Make something that's never been done before. Make it your own. Make it unique to you. Around you, your energy, you have the air of victory. It's time to be victorious. The universe thinks so too. So they're sending this knight of action, this inspirational, fiery knight. He's going forward with his wand and showing you the way. Now, you may still have to deal with the hierarchy, this the Hierophant, and it may be something in a spiritual realm, or it may be something in a judicial realm. Whatever it is, this is your lesson. This is, while you've been learning what to do, this may be the actual application of it. And the final outcome, this lovely 3 of Cups, the celebration. Let that celebration come. Let it come. Let it come. Celebrate everything that you got. Be victorious. This is you. You free yourself by freeing your mind. So, do you need to get away? Do that. But you'll never be free unless you're free up here. Do you need to just adjust yourself and the way you think about things? It's all up here. So that's how you free yourself. It's in your mind. I hope this has been helpful. I hope that you can use it and take it and begin the process of letting go, moving on, and freeing yourself. Until next time, beloved, beautiful beings.